Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. This time I will review the Logitech G923. The G923 is the latest wheel to be added, was released in August 2020 and is sold at the moment side by side with the Logitech G929. When you take the base out of the box, you already feel that it's rather heavy, which is always a good sign. The base itself is made out of plastic with a light grey Logitech logo on the top and the TrueForce logo on the sides. The base can be mounted to a table using the built-in clamps. The front of the base looks somewhat the shape of a North American car. It doesn't need to be much, so for me the styling is very much okay. The steering wheel is 28 cm in diameter and has a partly perforated leather finishing which feels good to the touch. Because of the use of brushed aluminium and the rather limited use of plastic, this rim does have a high-end look to it. There is a LED rev counter on the top of the wheel which gives you some color, but the rest is black and honestly it looks better than the red and blue colored buttons on the G29. As far as layout goes, this seems to be also the only noticeable change between the two. The flappy pedals to change gear feel very responsive and have a satisfying click to it when you change gear. If I would have to give a point of criticism on the rim, it would be the quality of the turning enter button. This could have been made so much smoother to turn around. I am sure they must have thought that Logitech, why change a winning formula. This rim absolutely is one of the nicest standard wheels I have seen and felt. It has to be too, since there is no quick release system to change the rim to another one should you for some reason not like the basic one. The pedals in the pedal base are made entirely out of metal and are mounted in a sturdy plastic base. There are some grey caps worked into the faces of the pedal to provide the feet a bit more grip, and aesthetically it works. But just like the wheelbase, it looks pretty much the same like the 5-year-older G29. Again, I must stress, if a product is good and this pedal set is a decent piece of hardware, then change is not necessary per se. I would take these pedals all day over a pair of Trustmaster T3PA pedals. So, technology. Right, I first want to start off with a question to my audience. Does this plug bring back a lot of nostalgic moments for you? The plug actually defines my exact feelings about this pedal base. I have good vibes about it because I know it is dependable, but it is also confronted with the fact that it is running into the boundaries of their capacity. The TrueForce aspect may be nice, I read about it, but I have difficulties experiencing it for myself. And the progressive spring in the pedals, yes, well, it is there according to Logitech, but if you wouldn't have told me, I wouldn't have noticed. Logitech still uses a similar motor with a gear-driven transmission it has used in the past decade. The 2.2 nanometer torque it delivers is, as everything about the technology of this wheel, not bad, but not particularly mind-boggling either. The wheel is compatible with PlayStation and PC and is in its G923 form compatible with Xbox. How does it drive? Well, it gives me sufficient force feedback in the corners. As said, it's not spectacular, but at least you feel your car somewhat in the turn. Where it really lacks, and I have tried all the settings for force feedback, is the ability to feel the rest of the track, like curbs or track surface. That makes it a lot less immersive. Bundle this with the dead zones caused by the transmission and you get a very boring wheel to drive. That doesn't mean it makes you slower. The spring-based pedals are very decent, the steering is relatively accurate and the shifting goes very smooth. The pricing goes from €319 up to €369 and even more, which puts it at an entry-level force feedback steering wheel set. The pricing for the G29 was about the same when it came out, and now. With its price, it scores between a Trustmaster T248 and a T300 RS. If you buy the Logitech G923, you buy a dependable and proven wheel. It will not break on you and you will have a very luxurious rim in your hands with sturdy, good-looking pedals at your feet. There has been no news about Logitech stepping into the arena with Trustmaster and Fanatec, and that is a real shame. We can only hope that they are preparing a Logitech G999 in top secret that will truly make us reviewers and members of the sim racing community a bit more ecstatic than the G923 did. The next wheel I am reviewing will probably be the T150 from Trustmaster if I can get it at a decent price. Thank you all for watching. I want to thank specifically both Chicken Soup and Danicus Maximus for their uplifting remarks at my previous video, and in general you, the viewer, for the support you have shown me over the last couple of months while you help my YouTube channel grow. See you all next video.